We're recording.
So, for the start of this, I'm going to give a fair warning. Every year portion is going to be anywhere from 2 to maybe 4 sessions, depending on how much you want to get done. Judging by the state of things and the notes that I have, it's likely every year will be at max 3 sessions. More likely to 2. However, that being said, we're going to have a little bit of a moment without a map. And that's why I left it on the travel map. Specifically, guess what time of year it is? October 31st. Halloween. What are you all dressing up as?
The Cheshire Cat.
Tsubasa.
Unfortunately.
Very unfortunate, because I mean, fucking that's what Tsubasa's costume is.
So we have the Cheshire Cat, the White Rabbit. If someone convinced Lex to join in with their nonsense, he probably straight up dressed up as Seal Phantom Hive.
Beautiful.
Ah, yes, Tinker Tinkerbell.
So Helia is Tinkerbell with extra Tinker. I can't wait to see what Lance has.
It'll be fantastic. Totally.
Was Lex not being a lore accurate mecha suit? Oh no, he changed his mind.
I don't even know who that is.
Neither do I.
Neither do I.
That looks like offshoot Ruby Rose.
Ooh, it's inverted.
Inverted Ruby Rose.
Fuck you, inverts your Ruby Rose.
What's Razz wearing?
I'm so glad you asked.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Not again.
It's one of the ones that I already sent, but I just...
Is it the banana?
It's the shrimp. No, the sushi. Sushi Razz.
Are those chopsticks in her hair?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, god damn it, you guys.
I imagine she adds
right,
glitter,
yeah,
though.
Aster's in the pink one.
Yep. The cute Cheshire cat outfit. God, I can talk.
Can you?
I just
Shut up.
find it very cute that we've got the Cheshire Cat and the White Rabbit right here.
So, with this great ensemble collection of bullshit you've just shown me, who here wants to either roll charisma with advantage or one flat persuasion check?
I'll roll charisma with advantage.
Only one of you.
Oh,
Unless
shit.
you're
I
not
have
going
a
as a group to every place.
I have a +7 to charisma.
I also
I have
a
a plus
+7.
13 persuasion.
Let's have the +13 do it.
That's a plus 13 persuasion, and it's a flat persuasion. Or charisma with advantage.
Yes.
Zon, do we have the same modifiers for persuasion and charisma?
I think my charisma is at... No, my charisma is plus 10, too. Never mind.
Oh, shit.
Razz out here with their maxed out crizzies.
Yeah.
So, it's up to you guys.
I vote Zon rolls charisma.
Yeah. +10 with advantage is pretty good.
Any objections, Raz?
No.
So go ahead and roll
I'm
charisma.
at 10.
Goddamn. So, Jesus, for one. He can't save me, and he's not saving you, so. So, who are the top 3 people in the entire academy that you know of that you'd go for treats? For, candy and possibly tricks? That applies to all of you.
Fucking. Honestly, Professor Kuri sounds like one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
gonna go to
thinking.
Professor Vortex.
Okay.
I'm gonna find his ass.
I definitely think Razz would want to be tricking somebody. Trying to think, but
Who do you go to? Like I said, if you go to Professor Xenos, there's a high chance you will get both.
Let's all go to
I-
Professor Xenos.
I do vote Xenos for the funnies.
Yes, I vote Xenos also for the funnies.
I'm fine
like-
with Xenos.
Well, you get 3 choices. So Xenos, what's the second for confirming?
Do we want to go to Professor Kuri? Kuri?
I say Kyrie would be a fun bet because that man's creepy as hell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Only reason I want to find Vortex is so that I can openly trick him by basically letting everyone know where he is at the moment.
Ah, yes.
Now
the
that's
ultimate trick.
bullying.
Fucking sticky hands that man with a fucking detection spell. That's what that is.
By the...
Fucking fairy fire is the cleric teacher.
I also want to say Aster's old token is still on the map.
Mm-hmm. I'll get to it. I just put it there in a little bit.
Yeah.
So, pick one to start with. Do you want
Xeno?
sillies or do you want vague creepiness?
Let's go
I
with
vote
Sillies
Xenos.
first. Yeah, Xenos.
So who's actually going? Is this as a group?
Yeah?
Yes.
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 So, this isn't going to be on a map, because I don't have a lot of individual class maps. But, you guys approach the sorcerer classroom of your own sect, which is where Xenos is. And there's a small crowd around his door, and there is laughter, constant laughter, as if he's telling a grand story that has no point at all. And you can't even hear what he's saying, but as you walk up, behind a small crowd, it is still hard to hear him. He's just exaggeratedly waving his hands and doing little twirls and throwing actual confetti into the air every so often. And there is a big, like, I'm talking almost the size of him mini. And I say, because if you've ever seen a real cauldron, those things are massive. It's basically a mini cauldron that's half the size of him. And he's a pretty big dude.
Ooh, jeez.
Of just candy. And he's just exaggerated and loud and proud. And some kids skitter away, trying to actually get candy before the end of the night, but enjoying their time there. Others lean in closer, crowding around him, and he seems to be delighted by the situation. What do you guys do?
I'm after that candy.
Razz is just going straight for it.
What do you do?
Are you asking how Razz goes after it?
Yes. How do you go after the candy when he's standing right next to it and has eyeline on you?
I'm good. You know what? Let me think on this. What Kuri, were you trying to say something? I saw your thing light up.
No. At most, Tsubasa will probably be creeping closer so he can actually hear what's being said.
How many of you have actually spoken to Xenos? Canonically, I'll let this actually slide. Of how many times do you think you'd have spoken to him directly?
What is Xenos the teacher again?
Sorcerer.
Sorcery.
Sorcerer. So Tsubasa most likely would not have ended up speaking with him.
Yeah, Sorcerer and Warlock are on opposite sides of campus for the sect.
Probably like 7 times for Lance. 7,
That's
8 times
specific.
out of class.
That's specific. Okay. Anybody else? Actually, all of you, just for giggles, roll me history.
Okay.
History.
History.
Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards.
Oh,
Heart
it's
of the...
so upsetting that both
Ooh.
Razz and Lance don't know this rumor.
I gotta stop believing in the heart of the cards.
Can I try history?
Yeah, all of you.
My dice landed somewhere. Oh, there it
So
is.
12.
3 12s in a row. All 3 of you failed.
Tsubasa and Helia, two of the only brain cells of the group.
Arthur, do you want to roll?
I'm there? What?
Yeah, all of you went as a group.
Oh. I guess so then.
Watch it be an oof.
Team bonding.
Clearly I don't know I'm here.
Just Razz, Lance, Aster, Arthur, all of them. Do 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 do.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm not even gonna roll for Lex because he wouldn't care about that. Like. However, Helia and Tsubasa, as he's telling this grand story of him being such a grand hero, saving the damsel in distress only to get punched in the mouth because she was fine. You remember a different story from the one he's telling right now? And you remember a rumor going around? At least Helia, you would know about it as a second year. Tsubasa, you know about it because Helia told you when she was really, really sleepy one night and was giggling. You specifically, both of you remember in your own ways a rumor that he looked Vice Headmaster Kane Lancelot in the eyes after being threatened and said, "Oh, you know how to talk to me, Daddy."
Hello?
Tsubasa remembers this rumor 1,000-yard stare for a few seconds.
Yeah, it's only a rumor because no one else was around to hear it aside from other teachers, and even the other teachers aren't sure they heard it kind of rumor.
The forever, did I hear that correctly rumor?
Just like, did he?
And then yeah, and literally the only reason that it's mildly confirmed is because after that incident and that rumor got out, Vice Headmaster Kane Lancelot decided to just never speak to Xenos ever again.
I'm gonna say Helia remembers this audible snort laugh.
So there's a 1,000-yard stare and a snort laugh. So that's a thing you know about Xena. Rooms, different areas down the hall, getting either more candy or more tricks as they realize that they're being distracted for the day. You approach Xeno, says he is crowing and cackling to himself.
Yes, approach the silly man. Shepherd the
Yeah.
group over.
Tsubasa, just follow friend. Especially
Aggressively
with...
points at Razz. Use your words.
Do you want to know what he's dressed up as? Because he's dressed up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Please.
He's dressed up as lore-accurate Theseus.
These damn.
It's just
I-
Travella.
Where's the ship?
Really look for anything resembling the ship.
I heard the end bit of that.
Do you actively look for anything resembling the ship?
Yes.
Make a perception check.
Ooh, where's my perception? There it is. That's better.
You don't exactly see any particular essence of the ship, per se. However, you do see something akin to a ship's hull, like a ship wheel, attached to his, attached to the waistband. Like, one of those little keychains of the ship's wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. He's the ship.
I really
Yeah.
did just make Travella. I'm so sorry. I made a bunch of your teachers.
It's beautiful. I
Look
love
for
it.
one.
I actually need to be right back real quick.
Okay.
Look for one student who's just a little bit too Hawaiian.
Took so long to get started.
I do have a thought.
Oh no.
Am I being sent to hell?
So what if I'm thinking whenever everybody goes to approach him, Razz might try to take advantage of the distraction and grab a handful of candy.
Razz, Helia already told you to use your words, damn it.
Nah, maybe she would have, but now that she's been
Question.
told that she has to,
Mm.
yes.
Can Aster just fully tell the teacher, "I'm so sorry, my friend's gonna grab like a handful of food from you. They don't know how to converse correctly."
Do you say it?
I'm back.
I don't say it loud enough. I'm just very much just like the "so sorry" kind of voice. Like, I can't stop this.
And then at full volume, while he reaches over to the massive, like, mini cauldron that's next to him and tilts it down to help Raz get more of the candy. Just like, oh, don't you worry. Come on now, that's what I'm here for.
Big eyes, small mouth. She thought she was gonna get away with it.
Oh no, his perception's bullshit.
Oh
You
yeah.
He's more. I'll tell you this. Roll, just for funsies, if you want to, roll insight.
I do want to, I think.
That's for all of you.
F.
We all roll insight? Okay.
F in the chat for Zahn.
Hey, look, I got another 17.
What's 2060?
I am so sorry.
Legendary.
Lance.
Damn.
Atta boy.
So all of you except Raz notice this. He's is for all of his dramatic and grandeur displays of whatever the hell he's trying to get across to you. He's genuinely delighted that you're talking to him. And he seems to have something else he wants to say, but isn't saying it.
Helia holds up her small bag that is obviously a bag of holding. Trick or treat. And, cat got your tongue, sir?
No, not right now, at least. Wrong cat.
Gestures at Aster.
Physically makes himself have ears. Like cat ears.
Oh, neat trick. You gotta teach me that sometime.
Oh, I can also do this one! And then turns into his aunt.
Just grinning like he already knew.
Yeah, I got in trouble with. Hold on, change this back. I got in trouble with that one.
Yeah, saying that might not be a good idea right now.
I think it is.
I'm gonna use it on Uncle Cayde.
Then just while Razz is probably in the middle of stuffing her bag with treats.
Her bag, her pockets, anywhere she can like get candy, it is there.
What's Razz's passive perception?
18.
18? So
I go
within
I go by the higher one, right?
yeah,
and then
you
it's-
go by the one that's higher.
Yeah, then 18.
So 18, you barely manage to catch the motion of his hand on the back of the cauldron, and you bounce backwards instinctively as it swings back to position again. Like, he didn't even give you warning. He just said, that's enough, and stopped.
Tsubasa just probably standing behind Helia, just holding up his bag with the trick-or-treat look.
He looks at Helios for a moment and goes, are you trying to play a trick on me?
No, but I am very small and I cannot carry much, so this works.
Good design. You should add a peculiar little ailment to it to everyone who tries to steal it.
Something to think about for the future.
If you ever need help with it, I'm here for the next 4 years.
Only 4 years?
Unless they decide to keep me after the shit I've said recently. Gotta love contracts.
Absolute, like, knife cat face. Like calling the former vice headmaster daddy.
Oh, you heard about that? Absolutely. The horrified look on his face was delightful. Never spoke to me again.
Nice.
I don't think he's into that one. But that's fine. I think. Oh, he is. Trust me. But I don't think you want to know that. After all, he did threaten you. Anyway, moving on. And then just proceeds to lean over the massive cauldron and just, with a bit of magic and mage hand, as well as his own hands, just snaps. And you have 2 handfuls each worth of candy in your bags.
Hey!
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And just does a 2-finger salute that's oh so dramatic.
Of
I got a
course.
question for you.
Yeah?
Do you know a lot of gossip?
Oh, I'm the gossip king, honey.
Is it true that Vortex isn't a best friend, but they get mistaken for gay often relationship with that, what was the other teacher's name? And he turns around. This is in character. He turns around. The guy who, I went in and, like, almost attacked me, but I had to dark dash out. I slammed on the wall.
As you say that, even before Razz replies, there's a pat on your head and saying, yeah, actually, his name's Vicar. And all the time.
They're really not a couple?
No.
They
Vicar's
feel so
ace.
gay.
Feel?
What?
The car's ace. By the way, that's the rogue teacher.
This- The full blue screen kind of loading symbol of a face.
I actually think he's Arrow, too. Doesn't tell me shit anymore.
Are you okay,
I've been told
Aster?
those make the best kind of friends. Oh, that makes sense.
What was that, Aster?
I said, I've been told that makes the best kind of friends. That makes sense.
Though you aren't incorrect about Vortex. Man's gay as hell.
Oh, I know.
And then
I
somehow he
didn't-
still has the toxic masculinity to boot.
I didn't know for certain if I was me, and at the time I was not me, but I knew he was gay.
Some things are just obvious as daylight. You know how it is. Anyway, off with you. I have to prepare another story. And turns and walks into his room. And there's a sudden, snap from inside the room, and the cauldron kind of swirls into mist, disappears, in a puff of smoke.
Ugh.
So no one can try and reach it.
It's like, oh,
Shifty eyes.
no.
Come on, Razz.
Well, who do we want to go to next then?
Ooh woo.
Uh... Tsubasa asks, okay, who do we want to go to next? Silence.
Everybody thinks for a hot second. Well, who do we think will give us candy?
Mm,
Oh,
I know.
I know who will give us full bars of candy.
Who?
Are we allowed to leave Are we allowed to leave this world?
Let's keep the trick-or-treating on campus, Aster, please.
Then probably my auntie.
You want us to go hassle the headmaster for candy?
Yes.
What? How about Professor Kuri? He might have something good.
I'm okay with this.
Which one's that? The warlock teacher?
Yeah, that's the warlock teacher.
Sure, let's go see a spooky bitch.
So do you
Tsubasa for a second looks
head
like
across the...
well, Tsubasa for a second looks like he's about to tell Helia don't call him that, and then just pauses. It's just like, okay, yeah, no.
Oh, this is gonna be funny. I know what his outfit is. So, this is gonna be the worst. Do you actually walk across the sect for this side of campus to get to the warlock classroom?
I mean, unless there's like public transportation.
Across sects, yes, but not across the sect itself.
Then we're
It's truly
probably
a campus.
walking.
Yeah.
Unless you have a teleport spell.
Who's gonna waste a teleport spell just for this?
It's college.
Hold
Sorry, that was instinctive.
on. No, I don't have a teleport spell. I do have comprehend language. No, I just have defensive and melee spells.
Tsubasa's got dark dodge, but I don't think he'd be able to get everyone across across the sect with that.
Mm-hmm.
Question.
Yeah?
Aster's gonna look at someone and go, "Who wants to test a theory with me?
What theory?
What do you
I want to see if I can dark dodge with a friend."
No.
No, that
No.
might not be a
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think it's a good idea. I think we should try.
I
Like,
like my
very
insides on my
quietly.
insides.
Elex very quietly goes, I'd be willing to try.
He holds out his hand to Razz and his other hand to Lex. Let's try this.
Let's not have you try 2 people at once right off the bat.
Okay.
No, we gotta aim higher.
No.
We gotta all.
Lex first.
Why are you all
So
like this?
So Lex takes your hand, Aster.
He pulls Lex close, kind of like does that thing of like, get on my back. You were small. I got this.
No, directly to your face.
Aw. Okay. Hugs him close and is going to attempt to dark dodge. Just he'll be nice. Just about 5-10 feet away. Just test and see if it works with a friend.
Roll Arcana for me.
I believe in you. You've got this.
21.
Ooh.
That's a natural 20, actually.
Nice.
I want you to know something. Kuri? No,
Yes.
Kurika.
Oh no.
Had you rolled any lower than a 20, not only would you have failed, you would have caused damage to Lex.
Oh, why did I pick Lex?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Did you
you're
forget
a
what one of his
dumbass.
weaknesses is? No, did you forget what one of his weaknesses is?
Yes, I remember it now. Fuck.
Darkness, yeah.
Should have grabbed Razz first.
So, with a natural 20, I'll say not only are you capable of transporting more than one person, because of the natural 20, and you decided to take Lex first, you can take up to 3. And you know this instinctively. However, you also get the sinking feeling of, is he okay? Because you suddenly just remembered what one of the things that actually caused him a severe damage was.
Verbatim, the way Aster reacts after coming out of it. I think I could take like 3 people. Oh my god, are you okay? Why did you agree to this?
And then just... Because I wanted to see if it worked too, obviously.
Hell. Could have been hurt.
Oh yeah.
Just bonk on the head. The very soft bonk on the head. No, stop it. Love yourself.
Head tilt. Anyway, it works.
It does. Does anybody have a light dodge that we can travel with Lex, who can use with Lex to travel?
Oh man, I wonder who.
Just, I feel like that's through actual candy. Just staring directly at Aster. Man, I wonder who.
Yeah, no, Tsubasa's even like pointing at Arthur, just ta-da.
So she's got the big old cat eyes. I can take multiple of you. If you want to, with permission and consent.
I can take myself.
How about we just walk?
Okay.
I would also much prefer that.
That way there's no mana usage. Especially for you. That you only get that like once.
I thought I had them twice per day.
I thought it was like a cantrip.
It's a little bit iffy, I'll explain it later.
Okay.
Because it's not as free as you think. But regardless, do you guys walk there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, as you head over to that side of the campus, it is getting a little darker, a little more dreary, a little bit more creepy. And you walk up to Dr. Kyrie's, like, initial place where he would be, which is in his classroom. And there's just a sign on the door that says, "I'm in the basement," with a smiley face, in red ink.
Wait, is it actually red ink or is it blood?
Make an
Fake-
investigation check.
Lick it. No.
I will.
Yes.
Aster's gonna be holding Razz back.
Wait, what are we rolling for?
investigation.
I'm
to see
joking
if
about how they're questioning if it's blood, ink,
Oh.
or something else.
And
If you want to know, roll.
I'm just gonna gently touch the ink, stick with the hand, stick hand on tongue.
Razz is trying to do direct tongue-to-wall contact.
Aster is holding Razz back.
Tsubasa's going. Tsubasa doesn't. He's not paying attention apparently.
No, it's because you already know what this is.
Oh well, yeah. He's just
Because you're a
glancing
warlock
at.
student.
Just glances
Arthur's-
at it. It's just like, oh, this is fine.
Arthur's not questioning it.
Nice. Okay.
No. Why would he question it?
So, all of you except Tsubasa, who already knows what this is because it was used in class once as a prank that went horribly awry. This is cherry-flavored red paint. Red on top of red.
And Razz is straight up trying to lick it.
Yes, it is paint.
Yeah.
Trying very hard.
Razz.
Yeah, Tsubasa's going to watch them for a moment and be just like, guys, it's just paint.
It's delicious paint.
Please don't eat it.
Why does it taste?
It was for a joke. I don't know why he made it flavored.
Make a low DC history check to remember what he said.
Okay. It's 12. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you got it. He specifically said, I tried to make it a little bit more like blood, so it's actually believable, but I ended up thinking to myself, do you think to vampires, blood is like cherry whiskey?
Yeah. Yeah, Tsubasa pauses for a moment. It's just like, I think he had the theory that blood was like cherry whiskey to vampires.
And so he made paint for vampires?
No, for a joke involving vampires.
Okay.
This man
Is-
is kooky.
He is.
Does he happen to have spare buckets of this paint?
You
Lance.
can
Oh.
ask him yourself, but I don't recommend it.
Let's go into this Cookies man's basement.
Yeah. He did say he was in the basement.
I like the way you think.
Did he head in the basement?
Yes.
Yes.
So as you start to head down the stairs to this this area of the sex basement. Hold on. We good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I got interrupted by parents.
Oh. Okay.
But as you head into the basement of this sect, which is a kind of half conjoined, half marked together area below this campus, kind of like catacombs, except they were expanded outwards into a proper under the ground passageway for people who don't want to take above ground for whatever reason. So it seems creepy. And for a little bit, you're just like, oh, he's just pulling another prank. And then you hear the blood-curdling screech of someone who got startled in a haunted house style kind of screech. As
Incredible.
3 of the first years, one of which you recognize, Tsubasa, as being in the Warlock class, bolt past you with pale expressions on their face. And then screeching in Heartless. Who understands it? Who understands Heartless?
Which one's heartless?
I think it's Abyssal.
I do.
I do.
I do.
Yes, it is Abyssal.
Yep.
So all of you that understand Abyssal or Heartless, you hear the indignant shrieking of "Not cool, bro! Not fucking cool!" as they're running by with the like high-pitched screeching.
Tsubasa
And they're
just looking back and forth like, what'd he do?
Well, there's only one to find out.
They fucked around. It's our turn now.
So as you continue further, you hear the distant rumbling chuckle of someone who's not intentionally trying to be creepy, but it comes across that way of just
Spooky, scary skeletons.
And as you walk past a long hallway, there's of things trying to turn on. Like, at first it's sparks, then it's the sound of electricity, and then it's the sound of active magic, as between one blink and the next, bursts of green flame just appear next to you harmlessly, but enough to startle whoever isn't paying attention.
Just
Who's not paying attention?
regardless of if he's paying attention or not, Tsubasa just the tiniest of terrified.
No.
Helia gently pats Tsubasa's shoulder.
After hearing the Heartless, I'd like to use. Wait, hold on. I have this more than once.
Hmm?
Well, I can technically do that. Ooh. What the fuck?
What's up?
Nothing. I'm good. I'm alert. I have the alert feed. Is that good?
Yes.
Okay.
You cannot be surprised by anything.
Yeah, I'll just use that then.
So you catch on to it as soon as there's sparks in your vicinity that this is practically the equivalent of magical flash paper.
Oh, can I expend one of my spell slots? I have a couple of them for Ranger, and use Primeval Awareness.
Tell me what that does again.
To resubscribe. Hold on one moment. My subscription just ended mid-session, so I have to resubscribe so I can get to Aster without having to leave.
Here it is. Slowly turns to look at Kurika. Are we the same fucking subclass?
Maybe. I had a subclass change because one was just. I was a Drake Warden, but I've been told and got permission from Ren that Drake Warden is stupid because it's just Beastmaster with extra steps and missing some things.
Okay,
now
but
I
you
am-
get to have a dragon, so.
As a
Yeah,
ranger in
but you can-
KH, you get a dragon.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So,
Just motherfucker, you already get that.
Gently rattles Aster. Why are we both Horizon Walker?
oh. Well, I actually might need to fucking open up D&D Beyond again. It's being weird.
I did send what Primeval Awareness does in the chat for anybody who needs to read it.
Yeah. Hey, Kuri, let me know when you have the spare time.
Or?
I'm going to tell you what you get with Primeval Awareness, because that's just an automatic thing.
I'm trying to fix my subscription so it's not fucked.
No worries, take your time.
It's saying that I'm subscribed, but it's not. It's basically saying I don't have any access to my things.
Weird.
I assume you've
Oh.
refreshed the page.
I need to go through all 50 of my characters and select them to be active, otherwise they will be deactivated. Hold on.
If you've resubscribed, it should clear that up in a minute. It just might need time to process the payment.
No, I technically was hero before, but now I have the money to go $5.99 instead of $2.99. So I'm technically a different thing now.
It'll still work just fine. It just needs to process the upgrade and the payment.
It should, at least.
Hold on. Getting you verbatim what it's telling me.
Well, yeah, you have unlimited slots.
But it's
So I
saying
guess
I need
you can...
You just need to refresh the page because it's freaking out because you were briefly unsubscribed.
Third time I've refreshed my page right now, Taylor.
Then try clearing your cookies or completely closing and reopening the browser.
Good option.
No, let him do the thing. Mine did that too, and I had to select things.
Just select all of them.
It won't let me select all. I have to go through and do it again.
Hi, Ash. Hi.
So glad we're moving to a different thing for cycle. I won't need to keep all these fuckers.
I will say we
sure.
should probably get moving.
Yeah, keep going.
Well, you're the one doing the thing. I need to tell you.
Yeah.
Oh. Go ahead. I'm
So,
listening.
you use primeval awareness, which detects a good number of things up to a mile of you.
Yes.
You detect a very powerful fae.
Softly grabs Helia's arm. And then just a pat, 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 pat.
Turns to look at Aster with the baffled expression of, you good?
Mm-mm. We need to be careful. No one give their full name. And no one make any deals.
Aster?
Completely deadpan. Aster, we're on campus grounds.
I sense a fae, though.
Holds
Tsubasa's-
hands to the side of his face. Do you even know if it's that kind of fae?
Ren, do I?
Based on the wording of the spell, no. However, Cherry, wait, you were saying something?
So I was going to say, Tsubasa just goes ahead and starts walking further down the hallway.
Helia will, I assume she's grabbed Aster's face and pulled it down slightly so that she can look at him, and then just pat his head and continue to follow Tsubasa.
Aster sticking close to the fellow ranger, just... Oh, uncertainty.
Yeah.
Don't make me roll an anxiety check, I'll auto-fail.
I don't need you to, because you're worrying about nothing. Because here's the fun thing for you, Kuri. It doesn't take you a full minute to get down to the basement. It takes you about 45 seconds, because it's a long hallway and it's being creepy. And even though the spell itself doesn't show you a location, as soon as you open the door to the main chamber of the first, like, hallway of the basement in this sect, your primeval awareness decides to go fucking haywire as you stare at Dr. Kyrie.
Slowly, like, slowly, fully shrinks down to where almost like kid size and hides behind everybody. I don't like that person.
And for everyone else who's not using magical sight, because that's what that is, they see Dr. Kyrie in full, perfect, to the detail of the fucking cloak cosplay of Maleficent.
Sylvester's just going blink and stare at Dr. Carey and just the really that's what you went with kind of stare.
He is playing into the bit.
It's my color. What do you expect?
Trick or treat.
And then just with a swish of the cloak, he straight up looks like a male version of Maleficent. Hell, he could pass as the Maleficent at this rate.
Spooky bitch.
Yeah. Fuck around and find out, you spooky bitch.
That's his teacher.
And yeah, that's a warlock teacher. And just while humming a delightful little, like, almost marching tune, walks over to one of the tables that you didn't see beforehand. And just picks up a couple of treat bags that look entirely different from each other. And just walks back over and, without missing a beat in his step of a marching tune, drops one in each of your bags as you hold them open. If you do it all. Because if you don't, he's going to stare at you for a moment, like, what are you doing?
Came here for candy, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Helia, of course, bright grin. Thank you.
Is this the reason why there were some kids running and screaming?
I may have given them a little spook. But it's okay.
What did you do?
Gave them a trick, obviously.
You get it.
One half of the holiday.
Not everything can be a treat, you know?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
They still got their treats. I was just having fun. They weren't harmed.
Just a little Josh.
No, they just seem terrified.
He holds out his arms in a gesture of, well, you can look at me.
Fair. Because, like, how known is Maleficent in their history? Like, really fucking well known?
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's just like, well, yeah, you did pick one of the more terrifying historical figures.
She was a delight. You guys are just mean. Anyway, and turns and walks away.
Somehow, I don't doubt he's that old. Anyways.
I can confirm he might be a lot older.
I just haven't been questioning it. Does anyone else know where they want to go?
Who else?
Didn't Kuri say something about wanting to go see Vortex?
Yeah, to hassle the poor professor.
You can certainly try.
I want to go see one of my favorite teachers.
He,
Hmm.
didn't you say you wanted to dox him?
Ooh.
That's not important.
How's he your favorite teacher? You gonna dox the poor man?
That's what your favorite teacher.
I can dip whenever I.
He didn't dip. He said specifically that he's hard to find because he's supposed to be.
Excuse me. Fuck.
Thank you.
So you're gonna go find him?
Either that or I'll check with the group. Like, if you guys want to go to him, we can. I don't know if he'll have any candy, actually. He's probably the type of person to turn the light off during Halloween.
Ooh,
Would
we
he
could.
even be in a spot where he has a light?
No. I think I
Well,
know where he'll be, but
You could
I-
be wrong.
high chance I'm going to be wrong. So let's have a backup plan in case I'm wrong, okay?
well,
We could
if he
always.
doesn't have treats, then we have tricks.
Yeah, but I want more candy.
What about the
Ooh,
druid?
I know who. Well, go ahead, Lance.
What about the druid teacher? They might have some candy.
Druid teacher.
I,
Saoirse, yeah. The one no one can say the name of.
yeah. Uh-huh. Yes.
Saoirse might be a good call. So could Syra.
I don't know. Maybe Professor Aaron would have some? Or Professor Saitos?
No, I have a dumb idea.
No ideas are dumb ideas on
Aaron's the
this.
bar teacher, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I think Aaron and the Grand Master might be at the same place, so if we can't find one, we can look for the other.
I mean, it's the plan to me.
So do you go to visit Professor Saitos?
Yes.
Sure.
I wish I had a map for this. I actually can. Hold on.
Just like, wait a minute.
Small 5 minutes. Hey, real quick, was it
Mhm.
Lance or Razz that Aster asked to tag along with him for a little adventure? Finding
When?
somebody. It was.
Wait.
Uh, it was after the other two got back from talking to Valkyr.
Are you talking about the Keyblade thing?
Yes.
Kuri.
I-
I will
You have
Yeah.
I will remind you, Tsubasa did say to him, to Aster, I have the parts.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's more about finding the other person, I think.
Yeah, that was what. Tsubasa's gonna be there regardless.
Yeah.
But I was asking for like 2 more people to tag along, and I know I asked Arthur, and I don't remember if I asked Lance or Razz.
Okay.
I think I asked Lance.
No, we can check, yeah?
Yeah.
We have
See if
we
they
record
remember.
the sessions.
should be at the
I know,
very
but I was-
end.
We have the technology.
I know, but I was just seeing if they remembered.
I have no clue.
We have technology. Smash, 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 smash.
I feel like I just like blacked out after D&D last week and woke up again this session. So I have no
There.
memory of anything.
Yeah, I've been following some of your posts on Tumblr. It's like you've been having a week, my dude.
Oh my god, I have. God damn it. Uh,
This is gonna be funny. I didn't expect you to pass by, yeah, that's fair.
Expect the unexpected.
I guess. Man.
No one ever expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Do you think they expected themselves, though?
No.
No.
The best way to surprise somebody is to be surprised by yourself.
By the way, Kuri, at some point we do need to think of more cute moments for Tsubasa and Aster.
Yeah. I like letting them happen naturally, but there are always some that are better planned.
Yeah. Like nothing major, just cute moments, like the jacket thing. Little story beats that we can hit.
Yeah.
This isn't gonna make a lot of sense, but when you see the light green on the screen, when I open up this map, they're pillows.
God.
Okay.
It makes perfect sense now.
Yeah, you understand. I have to actually put you on the map now. Okay. So who would be entering first? Let me give you a bit of a description. There are lights on in the Bard classroom. However, it's very quiet inside.
Lights on, but nobody's home.
I will say I don't think Razz would hesitate to open that door.
Anybody else?
Helia seems to have been leading the group around. Sure, she'll follow Razz.
Tsubasa will be right behind them.
Lance can bring up the rear.
Marching order.
I wouldn't be surprised. So, it's Raz, Helia, Tsubasa, Lance, Aster, Arthur?
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright, this will be funny. So, Raz, you enter first. And you realize it was quiet because there's two people in the fucking goddamn Bard classroom right now. And it's not for a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, per se, but you did manage to startle one of them with dark blue short hair and a candy cigarette in his mouth off of the couch made of pillows in the middle of the room with a fuck kind of loud shriek and scrambling away. Trying to hide. You guys can put yourself on the map when I show it. I just want Raz to have the first reaction.
Points at them.
And your bard teacher is actively laughing. Just and there's just excessive swearing from the other person on the floor.
Got him. That is in character.
As from the massive pile of pillows, a very kind of half asleep but comfortable looking Aaron Saitis stands up and walks forward a little bit and looks over at you guys. Oh, hello! I didn't expect to see you all here.
I think we're interrupting something.
Oh no, Peter is just always skittish.
Peter.
Yes.
Oh, Tsubasa's just looking at Aster now, just like, well then.
He wouldn't happen to be magic, Peter, would he?
Not usually. He likes to hit things with his fists.
Damn, we need magic, Peter.
And then from the ground still, in that defeated tone of voice of someone who got caught being, like, girlish from a toxic masculine person. And it's just like, what do you want?
So you are Magic Peter.
I have a fucking last name, or I'm trying to get one.
What is it?
And then just, literally, Aaron turns around and goes, trying? I offered you my last name a long time ago. You didn't accept his proposal. Then just shut up.
Aster, just go ahead and tell him.
Oh, right. Can we have candy?
The phrase you're
of
looking
course.
for, Aster, is trick or treat.
That one.
And then just, he literally just goes, oh, of course. Any type of candy you'd like in particular, or just any will do?
Any?
I kind of forgot about Halloween, because I don't celebrate it.
Oh no.
It's just not my religion.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You have a religion?
Yes. You guys never ask.
What's your religion?
Oh, you know. And friends.
Tsubasa just quietly behind Aster. Aster, don't you have to ask Peter about the Keyblade thing?
Mr. Peter, are you on vacation right now?
Kinda. I'm on mandatory work break.
Hmm. When are you off mandatory work break?
November 5th.
Looks at Tsubasa. Write that down.
Okay. Tsubasa, for some reason, still with his notebook, writes it down.
And then Aaron proceeds to walk across the room while you all are talking to a very defeated pyromaniac. Just humming all the while.
He's been caught.
They were roommates.
Oh my
They
god.
sure were.
I don't think they're just roommates.
No, not at all.
I'm just very good friends.
Aster's gonna very slowly but clearly make his way towards Peter.
Get any closer, and I will throw a fireball at you.
Hold on one moment. Am I fireproof? Wait, what am I asking you guys?
Aster, please.
I
I'm
think you
joking.
are.
I'm
No,
joking.
You definitely are.
Tsubasa at this point is just going to skitter over to Aster, hoping that just... But not for right now.
So, as you even just step there, Peter stands up and dusts himself off, and you realize he's in a general tank top that looks old and worn, and he reaches over, like he's in that sort of outfit where he intended to relax and not have to pretend or put up farces for as long as he has. Like that sort of I just got home from work energy. And then work showed up again, kind of feeling. And just reaches over to where you can't see what he picks up until he starts to put it on. And it's like a black, nice blazer that doesn't fit the rest of what he's wearing. It's like, it looks like the only nice thing he owns by choice. And he doesn't button it up, he just puts it on.
You getting dressed?
No, I'm putting on something so you don't have to look at my chest. It's
What's wrong with-
indecent.
Okay.
Or so they tell me.
I mean, I don't. Yeah.
Apparently, you're not supposed to be shirtless in the forge. So,
Well, I mean-
Generally, I don't think it's the safest thing, no.
even if it's not
OSHA
safe, if you're
violations.
fireproof. Are you fireproof?
just the grin and going to say something, and from across the room, Aaron goes, "He wishes he was."
Well, then you probably should, but to whoever their own.
And then, as he's trying to explain, like, that whole sentiment, it's just, "No, you're a pyromaniac. That's alright. They hired you specifically to be around fire."
Tsubasa is trying very hard not to just laugh out loud, just.
And then just storming over, and you realize he's pretty, like, average height for guys, but compared to the rest of the people in the room, he's kind of on the short side.
Oh, he's small.
He's just a little
Yeah,
guy.
short king.
No, that's said in character.
Oh no! And literally the most intense glare of someone who is about to say, "I'm average height, you bitch."
The blank stare back at him.
Blank stare from 6 foot.
Did I say something upsetting?
I love how Aster calls that small while standing next to the not even five, it's barely 5'9" Tsubasa.
Helia in the background.
Lex also being here.
He's outside. He doesn't want to be in the bard classroom for a reason.
You like my small friends. That's not a bad thing.
Tsubasa's
Those
just
are my
staring
small
up at Aster right now, just like, I'm not. That's not small.
Some of my small friends are strong though. Lex is really strong.
I mean, fair.
And then just while that's happening, Peter storms over to Aaron and starts to just whisper something, like, intensely. Like, even if he's whispering, it's the type of intense whisper of he might be upset. Genuinely, it's hard to tell. But he does have Aaron by the arm make a perception check. Anybody who wants to be keen on that.
18.
Absolutely
31.
not. Helia can't hear shit.
Tsubasa's got 24 passive. I hope I got decent roll.
Nice.
So everyone except Helia, and I'm not rolling for Lex because he's not in the room. But everyone but Helia and Lex notice that the grip that he has on their arm is kind of strong.
I don't think we should have come here.
Maybe not, but now I'm worried.
They are having a bit of a whisper contest of talking back and forth.
Is everything okay?
Yes, he's just being fussy. And returns to whispering. After a couple of moments of relative silence, those of you who notice the strong grip also see Aaron's free hand that doesn't have a good number of, like, medium-sized candy bags. In it is they just reach over and gently put their hand on Peter's and smile and say nothing else. At which point you only hear a mild grumbling as he lets go and walks away. And just collapses back into the pillows and just ignores you all.
Tsubasa's going to start pulling Aster back to the rest of the group at this point, just like, come on, we should probably.
Sorry about that. He gets a little upset when people are
Around.
irrelevant at the moment. You wanted. I just realized what you said, and so did Aaron. So it's just like breaking into brief laughter of, "Oh, I'm trying to be nice to my boyfriend, please." Kind of energy.
No, bully him.
Booty.
Yeah, bully the misogynist. He's working on it, but he's still a misogynist.
Some may say he's doing it for a purpose.
Those people are idiots.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a reference to something I told Aaron a while back.
Yeah. But Aaron does hold out the, like, it's not enough for all of you, but they are pretty big and could be just, like, given out to everyone individually. But there's at least, yes. Aaron, chill. Thank you. There's 4 medium-sized floral pattern bags that seem to have candy in them.
Yeah. Tsubasa takes one with a thank you.
Helia will also yoink one politely.
Polite yoink.
Yoink. And then just with a grin, picks up one with their free hand and goes, "Hey, Pentreco!"
Huh?
And then tosses one at you.
Yeet.
It's just, do you fumble or not?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, should I roll for that?
Do you fumble or not? This is a silly moment.
I was caught a little off guard, so I could fumble it.
Fumble.
For the sillies, fumble it.
Fumble it.
Hot potato it.
How about,
Just go, "Ah, ah, 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 ah."
do that thing where it's in the air constantly.
Yeah. Make the whole room laugh. So, Arthur, you now have one, and Aaron just kind of holds out the other one, the last one, and goes, "Whoever wants it can take it. Otherwise, I'm giving it to Peter."
Hello.
All I can think of is the peek from underneath the table of "Hello."
Hello.
Is it me you're looking for?
And then just softly pats you on the head and hands you the last one. So for this, actually, because you visited Aaron when they weren't expecting anybody, because most people would know, like at least teachers would know that they don't celebrate it. They just don't advertise it. So I want all of those who have one to mark down mysterious bag.
Mystery
Yeah,
bag.
I was wondering when you said
Mystery
seemingly has
bag.
candy.
Yeah.
Tsubasa's going to be looking in it once they get back to the dorm rooms. Just like, the fuck did they give us?
Aster's going to take some of the one of the candy bags he got from the last teacher and then just hand it to Aaron. You two enjoy your night. Sorry for interrupting.
You're not interrupting.
And I'm still called Caesar. And then starts taking Razz back to the group.
Aaron, who is just like, what the fuck? Only a few of the teachers know that, and Aaron's not one of them.
See, the joke here is
Oh.
that's not his name.
Oh, right. By the way, I go by Aster now. I'm probably gonna talk to you at a later date about, and then just motions to himself, whatever happened here.
Yeah, that's a little. You've got a lot going on. You're like at least 2 volumes of issues in a trench coat.
There's a third one there somewhere. I just haven't found it yet.
I have an important question.
Yes.
Does Aster still have his cat ears?
Yes.
Okay, I felt like it added something to the visual of that.
It's just one of those things where he thinks that his hood's on, but it's not, so he just has the ears.
Aaron is just staring at all of you and going, "What trickery am I getting myself into this year?" Oh well. And just turns and walks away. Take care of yourselves. Don't overstuff.
We're gonna come for Peter later when he's working. Enjoy your break, Mr. Peter.
And then as they're walking back into the zone of you can't see them because that's so many pillows, you just see the smirk and then muttering very clearly, even without any feats like observant, you'd see the mutter of Mr. Peter. And you just grumble from the side of the couch that Peter was on. Do you head back to the dorms?
Well, how late is it now?
Cresting into 11.
EP
Huh.
hours.
Yeah, let's go back to the dorms.
Before we
Oh,
leave,
there's probably one more.
Arthur?
is there a door to this place actually? The fuck? Am I insane?
Oh yeah, no, this is not a door. This is a window.
Yeah, I was wondering why we were all placed in front of the window. Did we just
No, that's
climb in?
No. I actually did look at this map when I got it. That is the door.
Oh,
It's just splattered.
Oh,
Enhance.
yeah, I see the door handle.
Oh, hey, okay, hold on.
You
It's
gotta
just-
zoom in real in there.
Is this an AI generated one or something?
No.
Is that the handle?
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Yeah.
handle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This looks like
Anyway.
it's like a secret place.
Well, yeah, bards are keepers of knowledge. It's Aaron.
Oh yeah, fair.
Goofy. Anyway. So you head back to the dorms. I won't specifically do this part, but does anybody check up on the bags that they have from Aaron?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
One person at a time first.
I'll go first, since Tsubasa got the bag first.
You open up the bag, and yours specifically is a blue and white floral pattern with a small tie of gold. And inside, there is a small ruby that looks a little unorthodox. Like the cut of it is perfect. Even if the size is a bit small, it looks a little off, and you don't know why.
Can I roll
The
investigation?
other thing in the pouch is actually a genuine candy, though you've never seen its kind before. It's a dark blue candy wrapper with a lighter blue on the inside. And do you actually try to eat it?
Sure. Why not? Tsubasa gives it a little nibble.
It's actually more close to a Jolly Rancher,
Oh.
except the taste kind of shifts between what you would assume sugar rock candy would give you and an actual Jolly Rancher.
Okay.
And as you look in, there's a couple more of those. But the weirdest thing there is the ruby.
Yeah, Tsubasa's going to get a closer look at the ruby. that's would be investigation, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And for what it's worth, you do know that something is still very off about it, but you might be a little tired today.
so I can try again after a long rest then?
Yes.
Okay.
Who's next?
Helia, because she got her second?
Of course. You have a black and red pouch with a white tie. The floral designs look like night orchids. Do you open the bag?
Yes.
Inside are somehow, much like your bag of holding, inside is one spell scroll. Yes, a fucking spell scroll. And a small lens.
Ooh, woos?
Yes, there is a small lens that looks kind of adjacent to a monocle. But you, as an artificer, know it's more of a lens.
Gonna hold it up and peek through it.
Roll investigation. As you look at it, you realize that the rim of this monocle, this lens, they're separated into three distinct turning pieces. You don't know exactly how to turn them, but as you look through the lens, it looks the way that a kaleidoscope lens looks before you turn on the lights. It looks faceted. That's what the word is.
Mmm.
You don't currently know how to use it yet, but you do also have a spell scroll.
Yes, what is the spell scroll?
Please mark down for me a scroll of detect good and evil.
Interesting. Ah!
Don't bonk yourself. Arthur,
Yes.
your bag that you fumbled with is more plain. It looks more like a plain pouch with engravings more than it does filigree. It looks simple. It looks like it belongs to a common person. Almost in plain as day juxtaposition to your title and status. And as a bard teacher, you're pretty sure that was on purpose. Do you open it?
Yes.
Inside are three simple items. One of them is very specifically a ring. Just a gold band with a small inlay of like almost elven script, for lack of a better term. The second one is a couple of wire beads, like they're wrapped in a wire, and there's three separate beads on that wire. Specifically, there's a blue bead, a red bead, and a gold bead. I need you to roll Arcana for me. As you look at the beaded wire, you realize that while you can't use it right now, this absolutely does allow you to send one message per day across a long distance. It's basically a free sending every day.
All right.
So just, you can mark down whatever you want to call it, but it's a free sending spell every day. And the third one is a brooch that you don't recognize the crest of. I will say with your history, it does seem vaguely familiar, but in that way of, I probably saw this in a history book kind of way. They look like, it looks like a pair of wings around branches and bramble with a singular dagger cutting through it. Razz,
Yes.
yours is the most colorful pouch that the bard teacher had. Reds and blues and purples, all different colors and shapes and sizes of flowers. It'd be eye-searing if it wasn't for the fact that the color theory on this actually manages to work. And inside is only one thing. Specifically, it is not a lens, not glasses, but a faceted piece of material that is bundled up and tied together with a small length of twine. It is red and silky, but at the same time it looks like it might be glass. And I'm telling you this right now, you do not have the modifier in any skill to know what this is just yet.
Okay.
Unless you hit a nat 20 in Arcana, you would not be able to know what this is.
Can I give it a go?
You can
Okay.
certainly try.
Nope.
You got close, but that's a dirty 20. Like I said, you don't have the modifier for it yet.
Yeah. My Arcana is also low.
Mm-hmm. The only other one I would have accepted probably would have been maybe Wisdom. At disadvantage for you.
Is that an
You wouldn't have hit
invitation?
it. You wouldn't have had to have a nat 20 in Wisdom, but it'd be a high DC.
I bet.
So you currently don't know what this is. You have an inkling of a suspicion that it's magical, but in your inventory or wherever you keep your notes, Razz marked down faceted red glass. So, does everybody have their notes down?
I do.
Yeah.
So, now that the trick-or-treating is done, which took a little bit, because I wanted to make funnies and it seemed to make you guys giggle.
Giggles are always good.
We're going to move on to the next day, November 1st.
Does that mean I can roll another investigation check?
Can you remind me the description I gave you? Because I have a couple of things on my screen right now.
Me?
Yes.
About the ruby, you said that the ruby appeared like perfectly cut, good shine and everything, but something still seemed off about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can roll investigation.
Okay. Does a 12 get anything?
A 12 gets you something, but not everything, because this is a complicated thing you've got in front of you, and that's exactly how you see it. It is complicated machinery. It is not a real ruby. It is built to look like a gemstone, but you don't know what it does yet.
Okay.
That being said, we're moving on to a fixed event for these years. So, none of you have to mute. However, how am I supposed to explain this? You know what? We'll roleplay it, because that's fun.
Oh boy.
I have to move everybody on the map.
I may or may not be over here doing some low-key tests with my air fryer. Because it apparently sometimes wants to work.
Where did I place Arthur's token, is my question. God damn it, Arthur blended in.
He used vanish.
No! You and your goddamn bodyguard need to quit it.
You need to stop!
It's worse because it was bright fucking orange on blue and I went blind apparently. I have no eyes. That's all. Okay. So this is gonna be funny. Where did I just put Lance down? Where the fuck?
Lance is in the training room.
Get out of there.
You don't belong there. When have you ever trained?
You're a sorcerer, you don't do that.
Not allowed.
But no, it is around 6 to 7 in the morning at latest when you hear a knock on the door. And all of you hear the knock on the door, no matter where you are, because it's fucking loud.
Fucking Tsubasa, half awake, wandering out, just like.
You said we all hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Leaning out the doorway.
Tsubasa also just leaning out in the hallway a little bit, just. It's knocking this early.
I'm about to find out.
Just making his way down the hall because he lives farther than everyone else.
Oh yeah, to Aster it was distant, but considering it was still loud enough to be heard and wake him up, it was pretty fucking loud for everyone else.
Oh, fuck was that?
Don't know yet.
Someone knocking, if I had to guess.
Is Arthur going to open the door?
It's presumably that's what I'm doing in front of a door.
Yeah. Arthur, you peek open the door just enough to see the person next to the door, like in that manner of knocked loud enough to wake up the fucking entire campus, and then proceeded to go silent.
Oh fuck! Fuck!
As I said that,
Well,
Everybody gets jump scared by Cayde.
Yeah.
I just mumbled, $5 says it's Cayde, and then Cade's token appeared on the map.
Incredible.
absolutely amazing.
And with complete social grace, decides to say, "Your father wants you," and turns and walks away.
Oh,
Oh?
okay.
Wha-
Thanks.
Oh.
At the courtyard, just while
I
walking
am
away.
Wait, what's going on?
My dad wants me, and apparently he's here right now.
Do you
Oh,
want us to
shit.
come with you?
You're welcome to come.
Let's go.
Shouldn't we get ready first?
What
Just-
time is it?
Sleepiest of mumbles from Lex of, do we have to go see your dad again?
He's being quiet on purpose.
Oof.
Tsubasa stares at Arthur for a minute before looking over at Lex. It's just like, yes, apparently.
Okay, I'll be ready in like 2 minutes, maybe 1. And kind of walks around the Aura Lion, who is very sleepy as well, and just walks back inside. There is now an Aura Lion cub that is taking guard at the door, being very small.
He's a baby.
Probably not even fully awake.
Must protect both of them. Stance, like energy.
But yeah, no, Tsubasa goes back to his room to get ready.
Just a little.
Just
Fight
goes
down.
back, changes his pants, and puts a jacket on.
Okay, I think it's enough time.
Considering how quickly some people get dressed, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And just anybody who's watching Lex leave, they'd see him go from having this like colorful, vibrant cloak to more of a blue, gold, and silver one that has a hood.
Nice,
It looks ceremonial.
nice cloak.
Thanks. It's pretty for a reason. And then picks up the cub and like walks behind his charge. Does everybody want to go see the king?
It's off time to go see the king.
Sure, let's go. Wait, you ready, Arthur?
Are we gonna come out of it alive?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Lance, I don't think we're going to be get hurt by the king.
You make a fair point with the logic.
Arthur, if you want, we can just like lock the doors and see if he goes away.
No.
Considering the fact that I accidentally made the Pendracos a little bit Spanish, I don't know if you want to do that.
No.
No.
No. There's nothing
It's okay.
I fear more than a Spanish
Close,
mama.
close
What are
the
locked
door on your Spanish
doors?
mom and dad.
What are locked doors? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, specifically you never have.
Myth right there. That's what that fucking is.
I hate it here, man.
So do
I'm
I.
just bullying Cayde at this point.
Locked doors are a white people thing.
You're right. I hate it here, though.
Anyways.
No, it's giving me this joking around is giving me time to set up the map because I thought this was just going to be an Arthur and Lex and maybe Tsubasa thing, and then it's just like, oh, you're all going as a group. Wee.
A friend.
I wasn't expecting the rest
Yeah,
of the
I
group to
know.
come along either.
It's called emotional support.
Thanks. I appreciate it. I'm just giving you control over your stuff. That's why it's taking so long. So, as you walk out of the dorms, Cayde is still waiting there. Even though he did attempt to walk away, he has the expression on his face of, oh right, I was told to do something, and had stopped where he was. And apparently he's trying to lead you there himself,
Oh.
but is being silent.
And that's something I understand.
Yeah, you've been around him enough times of sometimes he forgets that he has to be a general. Like, he's that flippant.
Just like, oh right, I have an official title and I have to act like it.
Cayde voice, I don't want to be here. I got better things to be doing. This ain't it. This is not the vibe.
Yeah. This ain't it, Chief.
I hate it.
Love it.
I love that I know Cayde well enough to just be like, this ain't it, Chief, to his own job.
Oh god, that's a group.
Oh
Mhm.
no, a lot of people.
Look, we got Jules, Aaron, Gwen, Subasa's knights he talked with early on, the
Those are
king,
his
and
uncles, TM.
Yeah.
Emrys.
Oh my god.
We got a whole procession of fancy people here.
Oh.
Question. Isn't this where our dorms are?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
This is like the entrance to the main castle for all of the sects.
Okay.
We crashed here night one before being shown to dorms, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's what the confusion came in. Follow
And General Cayde starts to walk forward and gestures to follow for all of you. It's a relatively silent trek because he's not talking and he doesn't really feel the need to. He said what he was doing. Like he's very cut and dry except when he isn't kind of person.
That's how it normally works, yes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Dry. Solid and wet.
Oh, I hate that.
Kate, I'll give you $5 to never say that again.
I'll
Deal.
give you 10 to say it Friday.
No. I already made a deal. You're too slow.
Damn it.
Oh, we're unhinged.
Unhinged day. So he walks forward and goes, Your Majesty, I brought them, then steps aside. And for all of you, except for 2 people on this map, you see the procession first of 2 guards who immediately, almost uncannily, snap their heads towards you in the manner of, if they could, they would have the red eye glare meme.
Straightening up.
And then calming as they realize who it is, and standing aside to let you see the king, who is dressed in not his Sunday best, so to speak, but fancily enough that people don't forget who he is. It looks like almost a mix of formal and casual, that kind of business attire where he's seeing friends, but also he's easily recognizable kind of look.
We probably should move closer, shouldn't we?
Probably.
Yeah.
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 We played a shuffle closer game.
And make a perception check as you get closer.
33.
12.
Perception. I don't want to check what it was. I don't want to check.
Aster and Razz, you're too jostled by the fact that, oh god, we're meeting the king. We're at least being near him without audience. Oh
Yeah.
god, kind of feeling.
I'd like to note that Raz still has like sleep jewel on her as well. She got dressed and that's about it.
Aster's just sticking close to his uncle.
And the rest of you overhear a conversation between King Pendraco and Emrys, where the king goes, "You've been working yourself half to death again, I see. You really should take a break. Come visit your nephew." And then it's just like, "You mean my brother?" Yes, whatever. But come on, you're exhausted. I can't stand to see you like this. And for Arthur, this is a brief moment where your father is showing lack of restraint in his appearance, which is not rare, but it's rare in public. So he must be like extremely worried about Emrys.
In my head,
Ooh.
I see a mirror.
Yeah. And the conversation continues with Emrys going, "Look, I can't take a break right now. There's kids who are counting on me." He's like, "Oh, so you're finally getting into the adopting habit, hmm?" With a slight smirk. It's just, "All right, bastard, go talk to your kids," and steps back. Like, literally full steps back.
It's just like, you're not getting out of this now.
And there's a chuckle. A soft noise for someone who seems so intimidating as he turns to face all of you. "Hello, children." And looks at you, Arthur. And you, no roll required, you see his hesitation to show more emotion in public, as he is known as the Stoic King.
Hmm.
Arthur?
Yes.
And he steps forward, past his guards and up to you. And very hesitantly, at first pulling back, but eventually resting his hand on your head. "I'm proud of you."
Thank you.
You took charge. You led a group of people who were probably not sure what to do, and you got them to safety. I'm proud of you.
I really appreciate that.
I feel like it's a moment of both of you are being hesitant and awkward, and you don't know what to do in this situation.
Yes, incredibly.
So he turns away from you to let you have a moment of catching yourself back up to status, and turns to the rest of the group. "I'm sure you know of me."
Can we insight him?
Yeah?
Just the tiniest of nods from Tsubasa.
What was that, Kuri?
Can we insight him to see if just like, does everybody notice the hesitation between those two of just like not showing emotions in public?
Go ahead.
Watch as he gets
Anybody who wants to roll insight can.
17.
Fuck it,
No.
might as well.
No.
No.
What about 25?
20 was the DC. I was tempted to make it 25 because those two are weird. But it's Arthur who shows more emotion and then his father who doesn't. So, Razz and Tsubasa, you watch those two interact and it's not exactly clear as day, but it's implied that they have a certain presentation that they keep up in public. There's a certain level of emotion that they're allowed to show as nobility.
Sad.
And suddenly, as both of you realize that, it occurs to you that the world calls him the Stoic King for the sole purpose of he never shows emotion. Ever. Ever. And then the few times he does, it's always around his kids. That's why he's so hesitant, so uncertain, because he's around new people. He's not sure if rumors are going to fly. That's what you get with a 25. So Tsubasa, you're the only one who understands that he's not sure if you guys are going to spill, basically, that he has emotions.
Yeah.
If, for lack of a better term, he's afraid you're going to spill that he actually has a heart.
Oh no. Like Tsubasa would be telling everyone secrets like that.
You do have a one-up on the king now, though.
True.
However, he does continue and go, "For what it's worth, I thank you for keeping both my son and his best friend safe. They're very dear to me."
Well, they're both our friends, so why wouldn't we?
You would be surprised who would be willing to take both of them ransom. Or worse. With a kind of weary chuckle. And Arthur very briefly does the memory or repeated memories of the attempts, close calls, in one near success of assassination attempts on both you and your father.
What?
Um. Fuck, I don't know how to address him.
Oh, Dad.
Father.
No, his father seemed like too little, so I think I'll go with that. Dad.
There's a blink for a moment of he didn't expect you to outright call him dad in public, and then goes, "Yes?"
Why might there be this gathering?
Oh, I almost forgot. Thank you for reminding me. I wanted to have you and Alexios here because there has been a development. You both have a new training mentor when you come back to the kingdom.
Okay.
Yes, the previous one was demoted. And he... Make an insight check, low DZ.
All of us?
Yeah.
Should I roll at
Oh,
disadvantage?
goddamn.
There is a nat 20!
Should I roll at disadvantage for the funnies?
How's a 15?
No. I see it. Oh my god.
Lance perceives all.
Lance does the fucking cat eyes wide meme.
The dumbass mode engaged.
Yeah. All of you, regardless of your roles, you all notice the sudden dark and stormy look that enters his eyes when he says demoted. And all of you instantly remember the information that you were told by the group that went to see Lance's mom of Sir Bedivere was removed from status. And specifically for my two nat 20s, the information you specifically get is that he's been barely restraining from throwing a punch at the nearest person because he is that angry at not finding out sooner. Because he is still a dad.
Mm-hmm.
He's a dad, and these are his kids!
Yes.
Who might this new teacher be?
I think he would rather introduce himself. He's not here currently, he's a bit busy. But I think you'll be able to settle well when you come back. Enjoy your time at the academy while you have it. Once you return home, there will be a bit of a lessened downtime.
All right, sir.
There's a soft smile of and he just shakes his head. You don't have to.
Okay.
And then he steps back behind his guards and says, I know I called you here in the middle of the morning, but I do wish you the best, as much as it comes from me. And looks directly at Lex, and you, for the nat 20s, I'll give you another thing because you rolled so fucking high. He's casting a message spell to Lex. So you don't know what's being said, but you know the message spell was cast. Arthur, you have the feeling that he's giving a new set of orders.
Mm-hmm.
It's not entirely like, oh, this is absolutely what's happening, but you can get the gist of he's probably giving a new set of orders. And then that slight bit of magic fades, and he looks towards Emrys and walks up to him again, and they start whisper bickering like old childhood friends. At which point, Marlin, the one with the green around his face, the one with black hair, goes, yeah, you guys don't need to stay.
Alright.
You made a good impression on him, though. He was raving about you for a while.
Tsubasa's just blinking and staring at Marlin with the expression of, wait, what?
Yeah, he was very proud of you guys for handling the situations that you did with such grace. He was half tempted to invite you to a gala, but didn't want to make you nervous.
Yeah, Gala might have been a bit much.
Indeed. That's why we talked him out of it.
Thanks.
Of course, kid.
We probably should head back, though. Uh, and he's looking at the others. It's just like, we do just go back to the dorm now, yeah?
Lex looks visibly nervous.
Lex isn't the only one.
Yeah, no, Tsubasa's seeing his very visibly nervous friends and then just like, yeah, let's go back to the dorms. It was good seeing you guys.
Of course. This was a bit nerve-wracking. Go calm down. Like, you visibly see Marlin looking over each and every one of you in basically red eye glare meme of I know what you're about.
Just
That
yeah.
Vivian insight, though. He's gonna. I'll make this joke. Marlin has the Vivian insight, in River, the one with white hair, has the gray perception.
Beautiful.
Terrifying.
And they're not at all dating.
Totally
brothers?
not. Of course not.
Brothers in arms, yeah.
Yeah. Those are still his uncles, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tsubasa does pause for a moment before he looks back. It's just, I forget how far out is the party thing.
Because this actually dragged on quite a bit, we're going to be passing a week in game time, because I'm starting to get exhausted a little bit.
Okay,
Gonna be
yeah.
real. So, it'll be a week past by the end of this session. So it will be a week closer, but you could still technically invite them. To give them a heads up.
Yeah, no, Tsubasa does pause for a moment, looks at his friends, looks back at River and Marlin. It's just like, Amelia's birthday party is actually in a couple of weeks. If you guys want to visit then.
You've got it. Trust me, I don't think I'm allowed to miss any more of her birthdays.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll see Jonah and Harley and all those.
Yeah, maybe. I'll see you guys then.
Of course. Are your friends coming with?
If they want to. And he does look at them with the point of the invitation is offered to you guys as well.
Helia looks absolutely baffled as to what's going on now.
My baby sister's having her birthday party soon, and I was going to go visit then, and do you want the guys come too?
Arthur just nods because it looks like he's holding his breath in.
At this point, can we say that they start walking back while he asks this stuff?
I want to.
Yeah.
Cool, when he leaves out of earshot, he fucking exhales.
I want to do something real quick before Aster leaves.
Yeah.
Just as everybody's walking away, stops about like midway from the walk, turns back, and as loud as he can yell, "Bye, Auntie. Bye, Uncle. Love you both."
But yeah, Tsubasa has invited the entire group to his baby sister's birthday party.
A baby. She's 4, turning 5.
Baby sister.
A child.
No.
Razz is so in.
To be fair, it's not just birthday. I think it's Tsubasa being like, I don't want to scare them away with the fact that it's a birth week celebration.
Oh, yeah, no, he is trying very hard not to scare them away. It's just like, because everyone agrees to go to the party, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, as they're walking back, he's just like, alright, you guys are probably going to have to pack for a week off campus.
You can
Continual baffled Helia look.
you can practically see the loading icon above Lance's head. Just
They've already agreed, so at this point he just rushes the explanation of, well, my parents, it normally doesn't just end up being one day, it ends up being a whole week of celebrating for the birthday party. My parents like to go all out.
Is that normal for people to do?
No.
I don't think
I'm sure
I don't
Aster
think
understands.
any of us have is normal.
Is
I-
that there?
You guys are going to find out when you meet my family, I know that much.
I would like to
Was that
remind
Arthur?
everyone
Oh,
What
I
was
said
that,
I'm sure he understands grandiose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Kuri?
Yeah, Aster's going. Yeah, no, I remember normal birthdays. That's not it.
Has Tsubasa said his name in front of the rest of the group before?
I don't think so.
He's
I
only
think someone-
ever introduced himself as Tsubasa, and the one time he said his last name was towards Caesar. But the others did not hear.
Okay. So you're genuinely just as Tsubasa going, hey, my completely normal, popular family is throwing a birth week celebration.
He's trying not to scare his friends away.
Vibes.
I adore Tsubasa.
But yeah,
But
no,
technically
nobody
I have
knows what
energy.
his the only person who knows his last name would be Aster, and Aster doesn't know who the Hidakas are.
Nope.
Anyone could
Okay.
ask.
Lance will ask, like, so what's your family like?
Well, loud, I guess, and, well, I mean, obviously kind of big with the whole week-long birthday celebration thing, and, well, I mean, there might be one thing that I'm actually kind of out of character. Is nobody out taking note of the fact that Tsubasa was speaking very casually with the king's guards?
Oh no, Lance is like, on the one hand, it's none of my. On the other hand,
He's curious.
yeah, it's just curious and nervous all the same.
Yeah, is he just giving Tsubasa the kind of look of, I want to know more about what your family is like?
Yeah, just like one of those looks that tries to convey a message but fails completely.
doing his best.
Tsubasa staring back at Lance, and then probably finally making the connection of, Lance is another person from a named family. And then just after a moment, Tsubasa's just like, I'm Hidaka, actually.
I see.
Does not
Good to know.
Roll history. Anybody who was listening.
Helia was definitely standing directly beside / behind Lance, going ooh woo at them both.
Nope.
I'm
Nope.
assuming I'm included in having to roll history.
Helia, why?
You would think Arthur would have a high history to roll.
No,
I'm,
not always.
Yeah.
Arthur's
I'm-
distracted right now.
Trying to breathe.
He just
Who
dealt
needs
with
to
his
breathe?
dad.
But yeah, I'm assuming I also am included in the rolling history thing.
You're the one who asked, dipshit.
It doesn't hurt that. Oof.
Can he have it?
No. No.
Give the
No one
poor
gets
kid.
advantage.
Give them advantage.
No. If you don't know a thing, you don't know a thing. Helia.
Am I the only one that made it?
Yes.
Really are. Can we just redo that entire set of rolls again?
No.
No, suffer.
No knowledge. I do not see.
Hate it here.
You're the only one who passed,
love it.
Helia. You're the one who's suffering.
So, Helia, you know for a fact, without question, the Hidaka family are adventurers of a sort, where you find grandiose images of rescuing damsels in distress, slaying dragons, visiting the stars, reaching for further distances. That's the Hidaka family. They're the origin of most of the fairy tales, though the new ones at least. They are, for all intents and purposes, they are a matriarchy. They are ruled by the women. Not to say the men are treated worse, but they just don't have as much power. And the current head of the family right now is actually Dominique Hidaka, who is quite well known for having been side by side on the battlefield with Avos Pendrago, the current king of the Magic Kingdom. They're both terrifying forces of nature, but Dominique is known quite well to have a certain knack for laughing while she fights.
So far, all of the polar opposites of how Tsubasa's been acting.
The Hidakas, for simply put, are a very chaotic, very grand, very over-the-top theater kid type family.
Helia is just staring at Sue now.
Yeah, Tsubasa is noticing the stare and is getting visibly nervous. It's just like, yeah, Helia?
You're different than the stories they tell about your family.
Yeah, I'm... Guess I'm not as grand as the rest of them.
Nah, you're just not as outgoing. That's fine. You're cool.
And he just stares at her for a little bit before he visibly relaxes. And does she share it with the rest of the group?
The bare basics of Sue's family is a bunch of very loud adventurers.
Can I re-roll
They're
for
pretty
that?
famous.
Can I
Razz
re-roll?
You
That-
can.
star eyes.
Yes.
There we go.
Arthur, the Hidaka family is actually old friends with the Pendragos.
Dragon adjacent.
Yeah. Like it's literally it clicks the moment she says loud adventurers of oh god kind of energy. Cuz the only time you've ever seen or heard of Dominique Hidaka is before she was married and you were very young and so was Lex. Of watching her walk in say I'm getting married while covered in blood. And your father was just like, Dominique, the carpet. Like,
All over the floor.
Do you have any idea how hard bloodstains are to get out?
yeah. Like, it's that type of old friend. The one who you could bury a body with.
Do the others get a
You-
chance to re-roll as well?
I'd say yes, but they wouldn't get as much information.
Razz did in fact have starry eyes, which is what I heard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
You may re-roll if you failed.
Watch it be another fail.
Razz did considerably better.
I believe
I
in the heart
believe in
of the dice.
you!
Hey!
Aster? I'd say
Aster
all
doesn't
of
know
that is
for shit.
enough with the information that you have. All three of you recognize the name Hidaka as the adventurer is coined, like to their name. You recognize quite clearly that they're the origin for new stories. They are inspiration embodied. They do not care what people say or think of them. They are confident in a way that most would say is arrogant. They are
So-
famous for their confidence, in a way of speaking.
And Razz is
I
over
def-
here starry-eyed at Tsubasa
Yeah.
for it.
I was about to say Razz is about to like literally walk up to Tsubasa, grab him by the shoulders, and go, "And we're going to their party."
Yeah, it's for
Shakes, shakes him.
yeah, just Tsubasa, as he's doing it's just like, yeah, it's my little sister!
Shakes harder.
Gently pulling Raz away from Tsubasa, just like too much
It's hard. It is hard. It's hard to pry her away.
Tsubasa, after a minute, just like, Raz, please stop!
Drops him.
Thank you. But, yeah, no. The party's going to be at our, estate. For my
Dang.
little sister.
Do they have state birthdays for you?
I mean, yeah, just... We did have one this year because I was at school, but...
You also were on the run.
Yeah, we were. I was at school, and also we were doing the whole running from the former vice headmaster.
Did you celebrate your birthday?
I will say, notably, Tsubasa never said a word about his birthday at around that time, and he just shakes his head. Just no, I didn't think it was important at the time.
Aster just looks at Helia and Arthur. You guys okay with cake tonight?
I can help the frosting.
Lex just looks at all of you and goes, I think I can help.
I mean, if it's not any trouble, you guys don't have to.
We're going.
I'm going to.
I would like to note that while Helia is looking anywhere but at Aster right now, she does grin at Sue and says, "We would love to celebrate your birthday, Sue, even if it's a little late."
Tsubasa just smiles after a moment. It's just like, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. If that's not a good spot to end the fucking session, I don't know what is.
That's a good place to end.